Good morning. This is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. Today is a new day, Thursday, October 29, and here's what the morning looks like so far. Futures were green, but you see it's downtrending now. I have no idea what's going to happen today. Today's big news is all the big mega tech companies will have earnings, and that can definitely change the way today turns out. The other thing is Thursdays are known for unemployment numbers, normally released at 8:30 in the morning. So we'll see what happens so far. But let's start off with let's adjust our spreadsheet with our brokerage transactions from yesterday. And here's the first part. I'm just going to copy all these out. You see those are all yesterday. These are useless. I already have the 27. So hang on a second. Okay, let's just copy this out here. Hang on. I want to make sure I grab every transaction. Here you go. Paste over here. Now, you guys know how I do this. There's some formatting I have to do, clean up. I'll do that for you. Okay, almost done. Last thing I'm going to do here. Let's do some filtering. You see these things are not done correctly. So let's go double check both sides. That looks good. Unfilter. I like to fix the formatting. Align this. And I think we're good now. So next thing you want to do is go to the top. I have a pivot table and refresh. And you see that this week has been down. I've been repositioning my portfolio. I've been closing things. So that's normal. Don't forget, in options premium, you collect up front when you're selling it. And then when you buy to close, right, you have to pay cash out of your account with some of the cash that I already received in the past. Right, which is a little bit different. If you're cover call or you're selling credit spreads or whatever it is, you got to always remember that. And so what really matters is the numbers here will actually trickle downward. So let me pay attention to the cover call number and to the iron condor number. I believe this should go up and this will go down when I do a refresh. So, and there you go. This went up, this went down. Because my cover call strategies, I'm writing them weekly. Sometimes I go 2 weeks out. And here, right, my iron condors, I've been closing them. I had some bad trades. I told you I was playing Intel earnings, and I took the hit there, and I finally closed those out. And let's just refresh this. And you'll see it. My Apple, you see that? I closed some of my Apple because I had one that was $2 or $3 away from the short put. So you see that. It ate up into some of my profit. So really, I only made money on the time decay there. And if you scroll down a little bit, you see I got burned on this last quarter on the earnings call. Intel, remember I was going long and that didn't go well because you guys see what happened. Intel's at $44 after hitting $54 recently. So I was on the, again, I'm playing the wrong side of the direction. You'll notice that Microsoft is okay. I made money closing those out, and I'm still in the positive there. And you'll see some of the numbers adjust, and you'll see what's doing well and what's not. So this is what things look like after what I did yesterday. I closed some of my iron condors out. I did roll some cover calls forward because most of them are going to expire. Think about it. Cover calls, I'm betting on the upside. And because the markets were down all this week, most of them are close to useless. And so sometimes I just like to roll it out early. I don't care if it rebounds today or tomorrow, right? Your options will expire worthless anyway. So my buying power went up a little bit. Obviously, you see I still have cover calls out. What I really want to show you is my Dave and Buster. I don't really care. You remember that? The last 2 weeks been, everything was shooting up. So I do have a cover call that was close to being in the money. But yesterday it lost over $1. I think it was $1.30 or so. So I still have a cash secure put here. And the good thing about that is I rolled that down. It was for 17 and I rolled it down to 16. And so I'm playing both sides of this. Now, here's what I want to tell you. I only have 100 shares. I will not load up on this, okay? This thing is risky, as in this can go bankrupt tomorrow, or they may reorganize, or they may have some protection from creditors. Who knows? So what I'm trying to do is whatever cash I generate from these is going to be used for other stuff. I am not buying new shares of Dave & Buster's, okay? I want you guys to know that. Really, what I want to do is make money on some of these iron condors. You see I have some Visa ones still. I'm going to buy more S&Ps. And the reason why is most of my S&Ps, I have already closed them out. If I put them over here now. So you see I closed some of the high-tech ones. And I overpaid to close them because some of them, the earnings were today. And I already closed them already. But for this, you see my days for expiration. I need to create some new ones for the S&P. I want to move away from having single stock risk, because single stock risk is obviously much higher, and volatile markets obviously is higher, which means you make more premium. But the S&Ps, they're a little bit easier to manage. You see, like here, the market price yesterday was around 329, so I'm $29 away. And you see, these are pretty safe, these S&P ones. And look how wide my whiffs were. So I can handle a 40-point move in either direction on an 85 whiff iron condor. On a 35, right, it's 32-point move, right, if it's at the midpoint. And you see, this one is near the midpoint. So I have plenty of time, 18 days, plenty of room. Technically, what you should do is you normally close it at 21, 23, 25 days. I'm actually going to try to reap a little bit more premium. And at some point, it doesn't make sense. There is a point where I'm only making it maybe $1 a day or whatever it is. And so it does make sense for me to close some of these out and then recreate new ones. So I may do that today. I may wait till tomorrow or maybe even Monday. But you can see I have some room. As I'm closing other stuff down, I'm going to open new iron condors or new credit spread on something a little bit safer. So my portfolio may actually look kind of boring going towards the end of the year. But there are some other risks, election risks, who knows what else, right? There's always risk in the market, but I may move into a more conservative portfolio. So you see what I did. Yesterday was a brutal day in the market. I used the opportunity to close some positions to reduce risk. Doesn't mean I made more money. What I'm trying to do is lose less money. And what I did was close some positions that were winners and lock in the profits. And then what I'm going to do is, right, as the dust settles, and it may not settle for another 2 weeks. So what I may do is, at this point, instead of doing short dated options, go a little bit further out, make them a little bit wider than normal, maybe have I'll position it so that it can handle more downside rather than the upside. I'd rather have the upside, right? As your portfolio goes up, you don't care. It's a hedge. So if my portfolio gains $10,000, but if you're losing $500 on your option trade, you just don't care. Versus if your portfolio goes down by $5, $10, or $20,000, and then you're losing money on top of that with your options, you do care. So I make positions someplace that way, and that's part of the hedging that a lot of people talk about. Let's do this together. Let's do this $1 at a time. I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe. I produce many great videos. For those who don't know, my Exposed by Math is a series that I do that try to teach or expose or debunk a myth that a lot of us believe in, and even the expert believe it. A lot of CPAs and registered financial advisors teach the wrong thing. And what I would like to do is show you the math, hope you understand the math so that you can change your mindset and make better decisions with money. I'm here to help you win with money. I'm here to open your eyes to maybe some things you didn't see, and we can do this together. I want you to be a millionaire. I want you to be able to maximize every dollar you have, accumulate assets, and build wealth together. So thank you so much and have a profitable trading day.